Module 3, Breaking Through, Overcoming Internal Barriers and Beliefs, Shattering Sleep Myths. You can catch up on lost sleep over the weekend. This is something that I hear a lot of people tell me. And this is one of the myths that we need to break, because you cannot eat all the food on one day. Even though it may be the best food, you have to eat every day little. Similarly, our sleep is also like that. You cannot say, I want to catch up on sleep over the weekend. You may be able to catch up for one weekend like that, but when you do this repeatedly, you create a long-term sleep debt, a long-term sleep fatigue, and this will start affecting your body in the long run. It may be okay today, but in the long run, your organs, your health, overall health will start to deteriorate. There is another common myth that comes up, that if you're struggling to fall asleep, lying in bed will help. Let me share a story of a client who used to teach in school, and she struggled to fall asleep. She would lie in bed but not fall asleep. And one such day, I advised her to start implementing the sleep routine. And once she started doing that, her relationship with her daughter improved, her relationship with her husband improved. She was waking up energetic, and she was able to do her school work with more ease. So the most important thing is, when we take care of our sleep, it becomes easy to live good quality days and become a high performer. Few myths that are commonly heard. I'm a night person. I work best at night. I've been working the night shift and my body has got adjusted to it. Let me share another story of an entrepreneur who had the similar belief. And because of that, he was having a lot of stress in work. He was not able to give time to his family. His health was going down. He had gone to the doctor for his medical test and it didn't look good. And one of the things that he knew that he had to do was fall asleep better. He realized that he was not getting good quality sleep when I spoke to him. And I started working with him, giving all the tips and insights that I'll be sharing with you in the coming module. And this helped him fall asleep more easily. And when he started falling asleep more easily and on time, trying to get in touch with the circadian rhythm I talked about earlier, he told me that he was able to wake up and watch the sunrise after many years. He said he had not done that in a long while. He was able to have better relationships with his wife and son. His stress at work reduced because he was taking better decisions at work, because he was able to sleep better, which in turn recharged his body. Ask yourself, are you sleeping well? Are you able to get that good quality and quantity of sleep for yourself? How do you feel on days that you sleep well and on days that you don't sleep well? And there is your answer itself, that how much of sleep is needed for yourself and how important sleep is in our life. To share few other myths, if I sleep early, I won't be able to socialize with people, my friends, and night is the only time I get for myself. These are again few more myths that you get to hear. And for this, let me share a story of an executive who took up my coaching for high performance, and he had a similar belief system. And with time and mentoring, he started implementing the sleep routine that I suggested to him. And once he started doing that, his performance at work improved. He was able to get that promotion that he was seeking because his productivity was high. He was less stressed. And he was able to do things in his personal life which he had been postponing. And this is what sleep can do for us. It can change so many aspects. And there are excuses that we can come up with why we can't sleep, and there are equal number of excuses we can come up with why we should sleep on time as well. And some of the other things that I also get to hear is, I can't sleep because my bed or place has changed, or watching TV or using electronic devices before sleep helps you relax. I need less sleep. Let me share another story of a young businesswoman who believed the same things and didn't sleep enough, and it affected her business, her finances, and her relationships. And once she took care of her health, took care of her sleep, more importantly, she was able to be less stressed out in her factory, be less stressed out in her relationship, be less stressed out in our health. So the most important thing that I would like to share at this point again is to emphasize on your sleep, to start taking care of your sleep, start focusing on getting good quantity and quality of sleep. Some of the other myths that is commonly heard is snoring is harmless and normal, snoring is only a problem for the person snoring, or alcohol helps you sleep better, taking sleep medications for sleep. The main thing is falling asleep, getting good quality and quantity of sleep, taking help. The course and this module is going to help you in a massive way. But if needed, you may need some additional help from a medical doctor, from a neurologist, from anyone who can help you. Ask your questions on the group, and I will be giving you a lot of advice, a lot of insights, practical tips. For a majority of you, it will be all that you need to sleep well. Let me share another story of a client who would not sleep on time. She would complete her work, go back home, and around 10 p.m. start gaming and start going on gaming until 3 a.m. And this affected her morning routine. She would wake up late, feel foggy, groggy. And once she started taking care of her sleep routine, the way I suggested, she was able to fall asleep by 10 p.m. And once you started falling asleep by 10 p.m., she would wake up better, more recharged and refreshed. And that is how we should all wake up. That is what we should try to do. She started waking up more better. She started waking up more with ease. She was filled with energy when she started going about her day. And that is how you must feel when you start sleeping better. So taking care of our sleep is most important. That is why in the earlier module, you did this self-assessment. Self-assessment to know where you are, to know the challenges you are facing, to know your patterns. And once you have done that, that's when we can go to our next module, which is going to give you those hacks, give you those insights. I hope these success stories of my clients help. I want you to move ahead with an open cup, open to receive new insights and tips I will be sharing with you. When we empty our cup, our mind is emptied from all that we already know, and we come with this openness to learn and try new things that have worked for others, and it will work for you as well. What I can say at this moment is that you have nothing to worry about, because all that I'm going to advise you are simple and easy, effective strategies. But you need to stay consistent with these practices to see any real changes in your sleep pattern. Make sure to continue to build your grit, or what I call consistency, through the gatekeeper task. The grit building exercise will help you sustain your sleep habits better and easier through most of your life.